Hey, it's Ace. Welcome back. Day 2 in Bjornborg. Today is going to be getting some more villagers in and yeah, mining some blood. Now that we've got a better pickaxe, then we'll get that running and we'll get some better blood coming in and get some more villagers, put some more shelters down, and really just start to build the pop a little bit. I want to get at least enough people to start sort of creating a self-sustaining colony, and that's going to mean definitely a few more people. I think probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 or 9, and the village becomes, more or less self-sustaining, letting me just sort of go around and do other stuff. That's the goal. Let's get started on it. 1 second here while I change this over on the other screen. There we go. We've got our pit. We've just brought a bunch of stones back to it. So now let's go ahead and do some blades out of that. And now we can build our road maker too, which I'm into. 1 more stick. What was the name of that candy? Lickin' Sticks or something like that? Lick'em Sticks? Just thought of those. Like a candy tongue depressor with a powder, like a little pouch of powder, and so you'd lick the stick and stick it in the powder and pull it out. Lick the powder off, rinse, repeat. Alright, road maker boom. And another hoe boom, because we're going to need that. A boom, no boom there. 4 sticks needed for boom. Well, let's get a better axe built. Let's see actually what we're going to need to do the axe, because now we can start chopping down big stuff. What's it going to take to do an axe? Let me axe you this. We need 1 more stick, of course. Yeah, 4 sticks. 4 sticks is the number. Number is 4. 4 is the number, and the number is 4. 3 is not the number unless thou proceedest directly to 4. 5 is not the number. 6 is right out. Starting to deplete all the stick bushes around here. Alright, we're going to have all kinds of sticks here in a minute. Three, 4, 5. That'll give us the 4 we need for the axe and 4 we need for the next hoe. Though the hoe we have is at pretty good condition, so I might just skip that for now. There we go. Better axe, better pickaxe. Yeah, we'll just hold on to those. Hold on to these other ones for now. I think I can put these sticks in here. Good deal. Don't think I can put... Oh, I can put blades in there and rope. Good deal. So now our builders can come grab that rope out of there. I don't know why I'm walking around with all these berries. Let's go ahead and put them over in the storage here. Or let's, you know what? Let's just eat them. That'll be fine. Okay, so where we are, remember this is our east-west road and our north-south road right here. And this was the corner where our woodcutter's pit is. So this corner right here is where I want to put our actual first workshop. That's going to be the primary workshop. So metal's going to come out of the cave and go into a warehouse probably right here. There's going to be a row of warehouses along right here, and then of course a workshop, and then some more warehouses behind it. Your primary workshop right here, the road it faces, and the way that the workshops are oriented, the metal worker would want to face this way, so that will work out just fine. And then the other workshop may end up going this way so that it faces the correct way as well. But I'm not so sure about that. But for right now, anyways, we know that this corner is going to be it. So the first thing I want to do is come here. Now, if this is more or less where my road's going to be, I want to come here and continue that. And what I might do is say, so you can do 25 pieces, right? So that could be a 2x12, or it could be a 1x25. So a lot of times I'll use a 1 just so that I can define a line. Those are a whole lot of reds, but that's fine, because once we get out here, there's going to be some non-red, like this one. These two here, 3. And again, we're setting this height right now to the height that we started with back there. So now we've brought that height over here into the middle of the woods. And this is the south edge right here. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. And I'm going to come back here and just go something like this. Now here's our north edge. That is plenty for us to now pull another level down here and start actually expanding in this area. But it's also enough to, on the map, give us this line right here. So now we have a really clear indicator of where this corner is going to be. And because we have a better axe, I can go ahead here and just start chopping for real. We can start getting rid of actual trees and make real spaces. So that is what we are going to do. As soon as this tree is chopped up and the stump, I'm going to go run over real quick and grab some onion or garlic out of the gatherer's pit so that we can get back these hit points we've lost to splinters, and so that we can get our strength back up to full. I believe that tonight will probably be a blood moon, some whites if history is any indicator. So definitely going to want to make sure that we've got a reasonable club built by the end of today. Watch your health as you're doing this, but, oops, wrong way. Left click these. You can see there at the bottom, right above my bar, you can see the little health symbol going. And you can watch our health going up. Yeah, just that quick. So onions are great for that. Garlic, I think, is a little bit less. Once you've done that, don't waste your onions. Come over and finish the job with berries. And I'm just watching that down here in the corner, fuzzied out. We're not going to be able to get rid of hardwood yet, but when I did the layout planning for this village, I was looking at where the trees were going to be and where our initial expansion was going to be. And I figured that the initial expansion, which was going to be these pits and the first warehouse, or the first workshops and so on, were all going to be in softwood zones. And just about the time that hardwood was going to become a problem we'd be cracking open the mine and bringing out the first iron. So hopefully it's all gonna work like it's gonna look like I actually planned it, because I did. And hopefully it works. Hopefully it ends up looking like I planned it, and apparently successfully, which is not always, those two don't always go hand in hand. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then, right? So we're looking at this northwest corner of the intersection, and we're just going to basically chop everything back to about that Jotun blood, and then everything in that direction to the length of a fully built out workshop. Fortunately, this workshop will end up being, in the end, carpentry and metalworking. And in that case, carpentry on the left is a full-sized piece, and metalworking on the right's a short. So we'll end up butted up against this east-west road with the left side that ends up not changing. Couple more trees here, and then we'll go and hunt some blood out of the big clusters. Now that we have a better pickaxe, we can chop those. So we'll be going ahead and grabbing more blood in less time. I think it should be possible to drop a tree directly across the woodcutting building and through the long stick storage, and then chopping that tree up should result in one of the long sticks just landing directly in the storage. There should be an achievement for that. That feels like something that, you know, would take some luck, take some good RNG, right? It's more or less random which direction the tree falls. So you can see people trying to get that achievement, going out into a field, building like 8 woodcutters around a tree, chopping it down, didn't work, go back, find another tree, build another 8 woodcutters. Let's get some Jotun blood. chopping that one down. I saw a small one nearby, but I'd really rather go for big ones at this point. A couple over there, and we've got one more just over that rise. Hitting these has the added benefit of getting them out of our way at this point, since we're wanting to build roads right through here. At this point we can get this tree out of the way, and we can go ahead and finish bringing the flat spot through there. Now with the road builder I can actually start to lay out some roads, although that's going to be not quite yet. Any stone we gather is coming from me, and so I'd rather keep stone for building stuff that's useful. But path we could do. The path would be easy enough. It'll give us that indicator on the map. This tree's going to be on our way for a little while. Those trees, and that's fine. We'll be into that mine pretty quickly here. Go for that blood next. Drop these blood in the eye on the way past. Get the third villager coming. Hit that blood, and then we'll go ahead and put up another shelter or two for those folks. I think we'll be at 10 after chopping these two up. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we'll be at 10. Alright, so here we go. Vigo. Hello, Mr. Mortensen. Great stamina, great thirst. Storm Rider, Rocker. Well, Alright, great thirst or great hunger. I'll go for great thirst, because that's going to be easier for us to ignore right now. We've got water everywhere on this map. Hopefully we get 3 from this, but we'll get at least 2, and that's all we need. And pant, wheeze, wheeze. There we go. Yeah, we're going to get 3. Oh no, just one pops out at the end. Alright, well good. Better for my OCD. You can preload the next 5 while that one's going. Just leave them there, get them out of your inventory. Good little glitch in the matrix, chopping the tree up there while I'm all the way down here. Gotta remember there is no spoon. Now, let's go ahead and create a level spot through here. This is a really bad spot to sort of choose as your beginning because the heights are sort of all over the place in there. What I'm going to do instead is come out here where I know we're on more or less the right height, which is going to be about right here. That. Now this will be one of those cases where like these are red because we're using the terrain leveling tool. If we were actually just putting a building in this spot instead, all of these reds would be green. And don't forget, don't use the right now, so I can come here and I can click the mouse button, or I can hit E on this, and they're both going to level that spot. Right now, if I use my left click on this, I'm going to destroy these pieces of bark and whatnot. So just use the E. That way you don't destroy what's laying on the ground, but you still get to go ahead and do the leveling. Just make sure that, like right now I'm pointed at the stone, right now I'm pointed at the terrain. Well, if I come here and I go to, say, build a shelter, and I say I want to build that shelter right here. Okay. See how that spot, which was definitely going to be red if we used the terrain tool, is now not red. I'm going to come here and dismantle that because I don't want him building that path up necessarily. You can see how that's higher right there. I just wanted to sort of knock down that bit a little. Now let's come in here and use the terrain level tool. And here's our actual height that we want. Now we'll pull this through here like so. Of course, the way to stop getting red in this spot is to just take this tree out of the way. The red over there is going to be a little tougher because of the hardwood. Oops, I bet we need... Oh, I put 4 sticks over here. Hopefully they haven't taken them. Looks like maybe not. Big axe, thank you very much. Still have enough blades in stock to do the next one. My axe consumption is going to slow down here in a minute, though. That's Vigo, and I think he's telling us, hey, I don't have anything to do. I'm gonna fix that in just a second. Because we're going to say, I don't know, you want somewhere to sleep? Guess you better get working on that. What I have not been doing is looking at the villagers that have been coming in to see what all of their stats look like. I've just been sort of throwing them into jobs. We're going to actually pay more attention to what they can really do here shortly. Ego can work on that. And we did it. We who's this we you speak of? I don't know who we is. You know, let's just go ahead and plunk down another couple shelters, because at this point we know we got more people coming in right away. Following that arrow defines the arrow defines the height sort of thing. If I come here and I put these shelters in, I back them up like right here, you can see how it's buried. But if I come around like this, see how it's up, that arrow's up. So take a look at that arrow. The piece underneath the arrow does not necessarily define the height of the building. But the arrow does show you where that height is going to be. So if I go here, turn this around, then we can see the arrow is completely invisible because that building is going to be deeper than the road, and we can see that no matter how much I bring it into the road, it's still wanting to bury it. But then we see when it comes up, so that starts to give us a feel for, oh, which square are you actually determining the height of the building from? And the answer in the shelter is one or both of the back two. So for that, come here and put them back to back. That'll give us 5. Go ahead and drop one more. When I'm not leveling stuff with the leveling tool, I'm definitely going to end up with a little bit of variation. You can see how here's the height we really want through the village, but you can see how that building is just a little bit higher. And that's fine. We're going to end up demoing all of these anyways, and when that happens, I'll go back and end up re-leveling this area when we put something real on it. Person on the way. Battle-scarred veteran. Well, I like those. Spring planter. Like that. Stone mining, meh. Yeah. Battle-scarred veteran, Frida. Come on, Frida. It's gonna be nice to meet ya. Meet a Frida. It's gonna be nice to meet a Frida. Always wanted to meet a Frida. And she lies down at night to go to sleep. Does that make her a Frita-lay? I do like it when we get a bonus one. So much thatch. So much thatch around lakes. No rivers yet, Ace. What are you doing? What do we have so far? 3. Big one, small, big. So 3, 1, 3, 6, 7, plus what we already have. 3, 10. There's our next 2 villagers. And perhaps a bonus one along the way. Oh, and there's another big too. Yeah, so push that. Except that pickaxe isn't going to last us. That pickaxe might not last us through the rest of this. Oh, yep, there it was. Well, that worked out well. So we've got 7. get the next one on their way, and then we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and with a pickaxe, come back out and keep on going. Give me a pick. Give me a pick. No, you just got to bring that big pick energy to the scene. How about a drink? Not as drink as you think I am. Green thumb. General farmer. I like that instead of particular season. Boy, we just keep getting rock breakers, don't we? Rock breaker, rock breaker, rock breaker. The game really, really wants us to get a rock breaker, apparently. Klaus. Come on down, Klaus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, boy, I've been collecting rocks, haven't I? Alright, let's put whoever we just got in here. Go. Rita. Oh, you know what? Let's take a look real quick and make sure we didn't get any more night folks. Nope. Crafting tools, nice. Any lumberjacks? I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Sleep all night and to work all day. Rita, battle-scarred veteran, thirsty giant, that's fine. Summer fisherman, spring planter, general planter, craftsman, winter hunter, summer fisher, night shadow. Oh, you're a night person as well. But you're on the night shift, good, okay. Trading tools, weapons, endure cold, summer fisherman, battle-scarred veteran. Well, I do love battle-scarred veteran. I do love that added health pool. No other night folk in this. Throw those 2 rope in there. 1 more stick. I'll help you put that together real quick. And right here. I'll let you go gather that bark though. We've got this up, so now let's do the 1 more addition to this. Is the barbecue. In that, and you know what, let's go take a look at getting a bow and arrow together. Not a bad thing for the blood moon, but also great thing for the deer that we have nearby. Sorry, the whatever they are that are not called deer, but are just deer. Let's see here. What was it? Like a bow and arrow, flimsy short bow, couple stick, rope. How do we not have rope? Because I've used up all the rope I'm carrying, and she's used up all the rope that we stored. So that's how. Not really difficult to think of, Ace. What are you doing? Here we go. Oops, wrong one. Here we go. Boom. Shakalaka. 25 more rope. Some of these there ropes over here. 5, 10, 15, 20 more blades, which will pop in here as well. And I guess we could put these stones actually in the stone storage, because excellent. Okay, we've got villagers coming in, we've got builders, we've got... Let's put somebody to work here just so that they start stocking this up. It's going to be... Since we have no woodcutters... Oh, well, we do actually have a woodcutter, Hedvig. How did I not notice that about you? Hedvig or Vigo? Hedvig. Have any stars in that? I don't have any proficiencies here, so where does it, why does it, how does it, No proficiencies there. Particular proficiencies here. Yet again. Oh, you're just showing me the 0 because I'm looking at the woodcutter, so you're showing me woodcutter and everybody is, yeah, got nothing, because that's how that's going to be. If anybody has proficiency at gathering, what I'm looking for is this right here. You're going to get XP for that faster, so if he has any bonuses in gathering, so we'll just go ahead and take Hedvig for now and put Winter Huntsman, Summer Angler, our night shift person. Yeah, sure, why not? Hedvig. Go ahead and come on over here and work at the woodcutter's pit now. Nighttime, Hedvig will come over and start stocking that up, so we'll have stuff available to us. Give the builders something to work on, since this will be an easy upgrade as well. Sure to pin it before you leave. Pin it to win it. And now, let's look at the map, and again, here's our northwest corner that we're going to put our first big workshop in, and so that's still going to be right here. These, oh, there's a well right on that corner. I didn't even see that. That's going to be fine. Kloss. We got that rock breaker in there no matter what, didn't we? Kloss. Stonebreaker. Yep. No matter what, that game was going to make sure we got a Shrimpy Woodsman. I'm proficient in woodcutting. Well, Shrimpy wood. What are you? Huh. I thought the Shrimpy used to be I'm a terrible woodsman, since that's the whole idea. Now, I've always been going over to the actual shelter to assign it to somebody, but you don't have to do that. You can go here to housing, You can go to shelter, look for the one that has nobody living in it. You can go there, and then you can click and just go ahead and assign cloths to that without having to actually go over to it. And the same thing over here under workstations. We can go to the woodcutter's pit, open that up. I can go to this. I can take a look at cloths, and cloths will get experience in wood harvesting faster. So I'm going to take, well, you know what? Pretty quickly that woodcutter's pit's going to be a woodcutter's, not a house, but a what? Shack or something. So let's just get that build done real quick, and that way we can have both of them working, because woodcutting is a huge job. Long sticks, no shortage of those lying around, right? Logs, no shortage of those. Nice when you can just pick a item up and place it directly in the building that you're already standing in. Stones. We got a few of those lying around here. Moldstone 5. We'll do that. Bark. Don't have a shortage of that lying around either. Boom. Really? There we go. Well, I guess that's why you settle close to your spawn point. Alright, now that we've done that, let's go ahead and look at the structure and assign our other person here. Class, just make sure that that's them. Wood harvest, boom. Slightly better on stone harvest, so that's what he wants to be. But he will make a better woodsman than any of the other people here, and we can assign a second person, so let's go ahead and do that. Now we have 2. And I'll move Kloss back and forth, actually, so when this really starts to get filled up, we'll just move Kloss over to being a stone cutter, and he can do that, and collect some stone, and just switch back and forth, back and forth. So I think we've got one more set of blood already loaded up, and we've got 6 shelters, so let's go ahead and get number 6 coming. Feeble logger, that's the one. Shrimpy logger, okay. Feeble logger, bad. Snow strider, stout constitution. Or somebody who's terrible at something. Lenart, it is. Even though both of these things are not relevant to us right now. I drink a lot, and I suck at logging. Walking into a job interview and telling them all the ways that you're terrible. No, really, there might be some things I'm good at, but there's lots of things I'm terrible at. We have a barbecue? We do! Sweet! Alright, what was I looking for? Was some rope and some stick. I thought tonight was going to be a blood moon, but it doesn't look that way, so I guess tomorrow night's going to be it. Unless they try and cram one in here at the last minute. Built rope. think we've got everything we need to get a crude bow done. Flimsy bow, boom. And a flimsy club. Missing resin and some sticks. So grab some resin. You know what? Let's skip flimsy club altogether because we're gonna have some bone quick enough. So actually, let's do some regular arrows, some wooden arrows, and a knife, and then let's go hunt a deer or 3. 3. Meatloaf would say 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Feathers, 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 feathers. Why in the world would you need feathers for arrows? Sometimes game logic really escapes me. Kidding. a.m. I do not know that we are going to get that deer killed before the next day starts, but I'm going to try. Go, and a stone knife. Bingo bango. And this should be on 7. 7s, there we go. Memory serves. We've got some arrows right up here. Or some deer right up here, rather. Oh, stamina. Boy, with no arrows, stamina is a thing. With no points in hunting or in bows, stamina is a thing. I've been playing with good bow skills for so long that now I'm playing with terrible bow skills, and arrow drop is just brutal. Oh, you gotta get relearn how to shoot bows. Or let's just go beat the thing with an axe. That could work too. Actually, looks like it's working better than the other one. All right, well, there we go. Fenmar, that's it. It's a Fenmar. Alright, well, 6:15 in the morning tomorrow is any moment now, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this here, and we're going to start the next day with the next episode. This is Ace. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you on day, what will it be now? I guess day 4. I'm out of here.